Hi friends, welcome to Study Made Easy with Parul, and today we are going to go through the chapter Federalism in just few minutes, and it's going to be really easy for you. So please like, subscribe, share and watch my more videos. Now what is federalism first of all? Federalism is a system of government in which power is shared between central as well as other units of administration. It has mainly two levels of administration. So it is central union government and the state governments or provincial governments. Now what is a unitary system? A unitary system is a system in which there is only one level of government, and if there are more subunits then they are subordinate to the central government. Now what are the features of federalism? So there are mainly seven features. There are two or more levels of government. Each level has its own jurisdiction in the levels of legislation, taxation, administration, and each level's jurisdiction is clearly specified in the constitution. And the fundamental provisions of the constitution cannot be changed by the central level itself. Courts work as an umpire if disputes arise between different levels. Revenue sources are fixed and properly mentioned in the constitution. And federalism has two main objectives. One is to safeguard and promote national unity and accommodate regional diversity. Now there are coming together federations and holding together federations. So coming together in which independent states come together and form a bigger unit to maintain security and sovereignty. So Switzerland, Australia, USA, these are the three examples. Holding together like India is one of the form. So a large country is divided into states for better administration. This helps for accommodation of diversity like India, Spain and Belgium. Now what makes India a federal country? So there are so many reasons what makes India a federal country. First of all, division of powers. So it is union list, state list and concurrent list are there. All the subjects which union resides, central government resides or makes laws like defense, foreign affairs, currency, communication are union list. The state which makes the laws, police, trade, agriculture, irrigation, commerce, and concurrent list includes the subjects of both national and state importance like marriage, education, trade unions, adoption, succession, and residuary subjects are those which come newly and they are generally ruled by the central government. Now, how is federalism practiced? So, generally, linguistic states are made. So, after independence, the states were divided on the basis of their language, and some were divided on the ethnicity, like Nagaland, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Jharkhand. Language policy that India has no official language. Instead, it has scheduled languages. Only 40% speak Hindi. So, 22 languages are recognized as scheduled languages, and states can have their own language for official purposes. Center state relations. So there is importance for central and state relations to be maintained. So since a long time there were clashes between a central and state if the ruling party was different in the state. But after 1990 these clashes have been stopped because many regional parties came up and acquired the power in states. Thus more independent decisions were taken by the states and federal system was practiced. So we can say that today's power sharing is much more effective than it was so many years before. So 1990 there was a formation of coalition governments. Now decentralization. So main decision for decentralization was taken in 1992. So when power is taken from central and given to other levels of government below it is called the decentralization. And this is very important because local people can solve their problems much effectively, and this involves decision making process for all those people as well as it reduces the burden of the central government. Now decentralization has been empowered in 1992 mainly through some act, and this act ensured regular elections, reservation for ST/SC groups, one third of reservations for all positions to women, and states were financially aided by the State Election Commission. Now we have the local self government as well as the urban self government at the local level. Now Zilla Parishad, it is at district level. It has ZP, MP, MLAs, and they are elected by block samiti. Now the samiti that is also called the block panchayat samiti. So it is at taluka level. It has Panchayat Samiti chairperson and it contains of members elected by village panchayat. Now the village panchayat, it is a group of people which is a group of 2 or 3 village together, and it contains members elected by villagers. A sarpanch is there, and there is a gram sabha that comprises of the local people. Now the urban self government. So urban self government includes of municipality and municipal corporation. Municipality is for small towns which has a municipal chairperson, while municipal corporation is a city level. It contains of municipal corporation as mayor. So there are still problems in the local self government which need to be sorted out. Financial needs are still being pending. Irregular meetings. They have to at least meet twice in a year for approving the annual budget and to look after the overall functioning. But this is not going on seriously. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, watch my more videos, share and click the bell icon.